Hi, today we are going to discuss about biology second year NCERT syllabus, the unit 9. In the unit 9, chapter 12. The unit is biotechnology and the chapter is biotechnology applications. Biotechnology applications. So, when we talk of the applications of biotechnology, that is mainly divided, we can divide it into the two main parts, and that is applications in agriculture and one more thing, applications in the medicine. So if we have to discuss about the medicine, there are many more advantages applications are there. Among them, we have to discuss about the genetically engineered insulin. That is the main important revolutionary change in the biotechnology applications. So insulin. So before we are going to discuss about how the insulin was transcribed and genetically engineered and the gene is modified, first let us have a look on the structure of the insulin first. Okay, right. Yeah, insulin is produced in humans beta cells of islets of Langerhans. In pancreas. And second important point about the insulin is it is synthesized as proinsulin. Synthesized as proinsulin. That means inactive form. So let us have a look on the inactive form of the insulin. So there are mainly three polypeptide chains in the structure of the insulin. Structure. One is A polypeptide chain. This is A polypeptide chain. Another one is B polypeptide chain. This one is B polypeptide chain. And between this A and B, there is another chain which is known as C polypeptide chain. This is the linker chain of the B, A and B. So this is the C polypeptide chain. These are the three polypeptide chains of the proinsulin. So here the role of the C polypeptide chain is it acts as a linker between the A and B, as we know. Let's see here. This is A chain and this is B chain. Between the A and B, the linker chain C chain. Okay, and now the C chain joins the A polypeptide chain and B polypeptide chain come together. It makes them together. So this is A chain and this is B chain. After the formation of A and B chains, the disulfide bonds will be formed in between these two A and B chains. And whenever the disulfide bonds will be formed and A and B chains are attached, the C chain role will be done and the C chain will be gone. Now we have only A and B chains are separated, and this is our active insulin. Right? This is our active insulin. So what scientists have thought is, what is the need of C polypeptide chain when we need only A and B chains for the active insulin? So they have done an experiment. So before the experiment, as we know, every polypeptide chain is synthesized by a specific gene. So here also in insulin, A polypeptide chain is synthesized by A gene and B polypeptide chain was synthesized by B chain. Same as like C polypeptide chain was synthesized by C gene. So now the experiment is, scientists have separated A gene and B gene, isolated these two genes, not C gene, because we don't need C gene in active insulin. It can only appear in the inactive form of proinsulin. So they have isolated A gene and B gene separately. So this is A gene and here B gene. First thing, they allow to transcribe to the mRNA. We know the first thing formed in the transcription is from a gene to mRNA. Okay, and here this is the transcription from gene or DNA to the mRNA transcription, but we need cDNA. For that, they have done reverse transcription. What is the meaning of this reverse transcription? So mRNA to the again DNA, and that is cDNA or complementary DNA. This is our cDNA or complementary DNA. Actual transcription means from a gene or DNA to the mRNA, but reverse transcription means from mRNA to the again DNA, and that DNA is known as complementary DNA or cDNA. And this cDNA was transformed to the vector plasmid, right, through the plasmid vector, and this gene recombinated to the E. coli, and this E. coli synthesizes a separate chain of the A polypeptide chain, right? It is very simple. First they have isolated the gene, and in this gene they allowed to the transcribe. After the transcription, they have done reverse transcription through the reverse transcriptase. Okay, the enzyme is reverse transcriptase. cDNA will form, and cDNA, they allowed the cDNA to the plasmid, and this plasmid and this recombinant structure enters into the E. coli, and in this E. coli the gene A polypeptide chain is separately synthesized. Same procedure they have done to the B gene separately. So they allow to the transcription, mRNA form, and they allow to the reverse transcription, cDNA form, and this cDNA they have recombinated to the plasmid, and this recombinant was entered into the E. coli, and the E. coli synthesized a new polypeptide chain of B polypeptide chain. After the two polypeptide chains separately isolated, Scientists have kept these two together in a certain conditions where the disulfide bonds will be formed. At the time of the disulfide bonds will be formed, they have kept this A polypeptide chain and B polypeptide chain together, which are separately formed. And when the disulfide bonds are formed, the active insulin was completely obtained through the genetical engineering. So this is the entire process of the genetical engineering of the application of genetic engineering in the insulin. So this entire process of genetically engineered insulin was performed by an American pharmaceutical company named Eli Lilly. American pharmaceutical company. Eli Lilly. And they have named this genetically engineered insulin as Humulin. And this insulin was called Humulin, right? These are the main important applications of the genetical engineering in the medicine. In the medicine, especially formation of genetically engineered insulin. So we have a question here from the biotechnology applications in the medicine. So the question is, genetically engineered insulin can be obtained by, we have given four options. Option A, two coded insulin genes incorporated into bacteria. And option B, the extraction of cows and pigs pancreas. And option C, technique not developed till now. And option D, rDNA technique with help of E. coli. Let us have a look on the four options. Option A first. Two coded insulin genes incorporated into bacteria. So, the two coded insulin genes are incorporated into bacteria. But what we have done before in the classes, in our class, we have separated the genes and then we have to transcribe into mRNA, and from that mRNA we have isolated cDNA, and this cDNA was introduced into the E. coli through the plasmid. So the genetic engineering is applied there, but here directly the genes are incorporated into bacteria. So this is not justify the answer. And option B, the extraction of cows and pigs pancreas. This is right answer, but not now. Before the genetical engineering was found, there are the extraction of cows and pig pancreas are used in the insulin problems. And this is also not right answer. And come to option C, technique not developed till now. Already we have discussed the technique, so option C is also wrong. The remainder option D, rDNA technique with the help of E. coli. First thing we have done, the separation of the mRNA from mRNA, and from the mRNA we have separated cDNA, and that cDNA through the plasmid we have entered into the E. coli. That is recombination, and recombination was done in E. coli. So option D is the right answer. Right. Thank you.